Howdy folks, welcome back to War Thunder. Got a bit of a mixed bag of clips for you today. We've got arcade, realistic and simulated battle. Because I've basically been playing all different kinds of War Thunder lately. There's been a major patch. I thought I'd jump back in and see what's changed. And in arcade battle, it's pretty much same old, same old. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Arcade has never been about the realism, it's been about having fun. And it's still fun, up to a certain point. Flight sim aficionados, feel free to cover your eyes in horror at this point, by the way. Don't worry, there's some slightly more realistic stuff coming later. Flying the TA-152, by the way, I don't think I've ever, well, I say flying, you know, it's arcade, but I don't think I've ever shown you any video of me in this aircraft before. It's a great aircraft. It was the real thing, designed by Kurt Tank, successor to the Focke-Wulf 190. Kurt Tank also designed, I don't know why I'm telling you all this stuff, it doesn't matter, it's the arcade flight model. But anyway, it's been the longest time since I've flown anything in War Thunder. So this really was a case of getting back on the horse. I thought I'd ease myself in gently by playing arcade at first. And it's been the longest time since I flew anything German in War Thunder. But Yak 9 on my tail, he's never going to catch me, and I'm easily going to catch this Dornier 217. Just checking the Yak, yep, opening the distance on him nice and easily. Oh, Dornier, tail did it, I critted him, engine's on fire, got him. And I don't think I took any critical damage, so good stuff. Yak has not given up the chase, so let's see how keen he is. No, he's given up now. He knows he's not going to catch me, so off he goes. Okay, safe to turn around, head back into the fight, look for my next victim. 3 kills so far in the TA-152. Can't see anything other than that Yak 9. Closing the distance, but doesn't pay to tunnel vision. Closing the distance very slowly. I'm at higher altitude than him. And we're doing okay, but it's early days yet. The match has only just started. There's a PE2 down below. He's got plenty on him. No sense in giving up all this altitude after somebody who's been swarmed by so many friendly aircraft. And what do we got? Let's have a look around. There's a Spitfire up there. He's going after the B-24. Okay, he seems like a likely candidate. And there's a Mosquito. So keep my options open. I'm going for the Spitfire, but if I need to go after the Mosquito, we'll see what happens. Trying to save the B-24. Spitfire likely to not be paying that much attention to what's going on behind him if he's trying to make sure that B-24, he's critted him. It looks like the B-24 is done. And I'm not really closing the distance on the Spitfire quickly enough. And this Mosquito's coming in. Fire first. Got him. Took some damage, but not a lot. So there's 4 kills. Focke-Wulf 190 down below. At this kind of speed though, even though it is the arcade flight model, the aircraft is not going to manoeuvre particularly well. And it wasn't a great attack run, so I'll use the speed, I'll keep going. See if I can find something that's a better guarantee of a kill. No, maybe, BF-109, G10, hit him. No, not going to happen, keep going, P-47. This is where it starts getting dangerous, right in the middle of the pack. Come on. We'll hit him. I'm going to overshoot. Hammer the throttle open. Reload my cannons. Somebody on my tail. Come on. Come on. Duck and weave. Doing over 700 kilometers per hour. This is an amazingly good aircraft. I don't see any more fire coming in from the rear. I think I might have made it. LA9 on my tail, but now he's got problems of his own. He's forced to brake, that means I can get clear. Thank you, Mr. Spitfire. The guns are almost reloaded. bring it around. This was actually a lot of fun. This was quite literally the first War Thunder arcade air battle I have played in months. 4 kills, haven't lost my aircraft. I was having a great time. You know it's not going to last, don't you? Well, anyway, driving straight back into the pack. Plenty of friendlies, plenty of enemies. It's liable to get very confusing. There's an F4. No, he's been taken out. And, well, we just clipped him. But, arcade flight model. Who cares? Still flying. No critical damage. Focke-Wulf 190. He's been taken out. Looking around for the next target. I-185. Maybe him. He seems to be the closest one. Oh, there's a Yak 3 over there. There's a Lancaster coming in. Lancaster's going into a dive and shot down by Tempest Mark 5. Didn't even see him. So, not bad. Not a bad start. First time I've played War Thunder arcade air battles in months. Months. I have no idea how long. So, yeah, decent start. So, yeah, I thought, I've missed this. This is good. It's nice to be having fun again playing War Thunder arcade battles. So I jump into another aircraft that I have flown very, very rarely, the BF-109K. It's unusual to not get into a jet game when you fly these kind of aircraft. So this was a lot of fun. Who are we going to go for next? Let's have a look. You'll note that I've fitted the extra cannon pods to the BF-109K, and I only do that in arcade. It really does affect the handling of the aircraft. In realistic battle, it affects the handling of the aircraft slightly in arcade, but it's the arcade flight model, so it really doesn't matter that much. And it's a lot of extra firepower. So this is something I only do in arcade, not in realistic. Who are we going to get next? There's a Focke-Wulf 190 and a P-51D down there. I light up the Focke-Wulf 190, crit him, shotgun the P-51 at point blank range. Then there's a bit of a video recording derp here as Shadow Play has a bit of a brain fart on me. When the video comes back, I'm lining up on an LA9. The Focke-Wulf 190 dies, so there's a second kill, and then, I've been hit again. Oh well, BF-109K didn't last long, but I didn't want to live forever anyway. So it's another 2 kills, and I have been shot down by, I recognise that name. It's the same guy that shot down my TA-152. Oh well, I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Anyway, 6 kills, I'm sure I can get more. It's unusual to get this kind of generous matchmaking in high-tier German prop aircraft. Normally I'm going up against sea meteors, so let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. And let's try and get something else shot down. So, Focke-Wulf 190 D13 Dora, the infamous Butcher Bird. Great aircraft. Missed the attack run on the PE2. LA9 coming in. No. Head-on pass. Don't like it. Dodge it. Look around. Again, a Focke-Wulf 190. No. Dodge that as well. Spitfire. Oh, it's a Mark 5C. Got him. Sorry, Mr. Spitfire. Nothing personal. And there's a Mark 16. And somebody's shooting at me. I've hit him. I've critted him. And somebody's lighting me up good. I can't shake him, and well, would you look at that? It's our friend in the Mark 5 Tempest again. You know, if I was paranoid, I might think that he was actually going after me and me alone on purpose. Tell you what, let's put it to the test. I'll jump into another Focke-Wulf 190 and we'll see what happens. Help! There's a bandit on my ass. I wonder who it could be. Is anybody surprised? I mean, seriously, anybody? Nobody? Didn't think so. So I basically spent the rest of that match just running away from him, so I didn't get any more kills, but on the plus side, neither did he. You see, this is why I can't have nice things in War Thunder. Whatever, it's my own fault for flying arcade. So I jumped into tanks, bit of simulator battle. Unfortunately, I made a schoolboy error. I picked the Germans. 3 games in a row, I swear I'm not making this up. Have a look at that team list. 3 games in a row. War Thunder Ground Forces Sim Battle. Nothing on the German team. Well, we'll be generous and count the ME-410 as the only thing on the German team capable of shooting down an aircraft. What do you think anything between 1/3 and 2/3 in 3 games in a row the Russian and American team consisted of? P-47 Thunderbolts and Ilyushin 10 ground attack aircraft. Luckily, I was in quite a good mood for some bizarre reason, so I just found it funny rather than infuriating. Can't say the same about the rest of my teams, however. War Thunder's matchmaking system, it's just as gloriously and unrepentantly drunk as it's always been. Anyway, what haven't we tried? Realistic battle. Let's have a go at air realistic battle. Something, again, I haven't done in months. And I do like a bit of realistic air battle combat. I'm not very good at it, but it's fun. You tend to get a much lower douchebag ratio in realistic than you do in arcade, so that's one tick in the box at least. Hang on, this is an arcade map. I did hit the realistic battle button, didn't I? Oh, what's the worst that can happen? Let's get stuck in. Whoa, hang on, they're a bit close. What the hell's going on here? God, it's a Venom. It's right on top of me. Alright. It certainly feels like realistic battle. This is definitely not arcade flight controls. And I've hit him. I've critted him. Taken out his tail control. And I think he's down. Yep, he's not going to recover from that. Bingo! Scored a kill in what I think is realistic battle. It's kind of hard to tell. Look at this. This map's tiny. There's not room to swing a cat on this map. How is this a realistic... When did this start happening? Well, anyway, no time to worry about it now. There's enemy aircraft all over the place. 10 seconds into the game, I've already scored a kill. I mean, I don't remember realistic being like this, but, you know, we'll worry about that later. Right now, I've got enemy aircraft to deal with. You know, look at this. There's enemy aircraft everywhere. Are we sure this is realistic? Oh, meteor coming in. Dodged it. Wait, what? Actually, the pennies just dropped. I shot down a Venom, and then I'm getting shot at by a meteor. Why am I fighting the British? What's going on in air realistic battles? We're fighting on arcade maps. Are there not enough Japanese, Germans, or Russians flying for the Americans to fight? Why am I fighting the British in a realistic battle? Oh, I don't know. I genuinely did not know whether or not I had accidentally hit the arcade battle button here. This is how confused I was at this point. You can tell it's been a long time since I played a War Thunder air realistic battle, can't you? I just... Is this what they're like now? Really? What do you mean return to battlefield? How can I be flying into the map border already? I just got here. What's going on? Also, the fact that I've managed to score 2 kills within a minute of joining the game, that really confused me as well, because it was feeling more and more like arcade with every passing second that went by. But is this genuinely what War Thunder realistic air battles are like now? What happened to taking off? What happened to all that tactical shit that you used to have to do in realistic battle? You know, planning your approach to the target area, scanning the horizon for specs that might or might not be enemy aircraft. There's none of that now, is there? It's just wham, bam, there you go, enemy aircraft everywhere. Go evasive, insert coin to continue. I was genuinely not entirely sure that I hadn't accidentally hit that arcade battle button by mistake. It's definitely not handling like an arcade aircraft. That was the only thing that... maybe this is realistic battle, but arcade map? Instant combat? What the hell? Oh well, it is what it is. Let's make the most of it. If you're watching this in high enough resolution to be able to read the chat, by the way, it's as hilarious as it ever is any time I join the game. Are you the real Jingles? Well, I'm the only person playing War Thunder with this name, so, you know, you work it out. That's not the real Jingles. He's only got 300 realistic battles. He is level 100, though. Well, tell you what, guys. Just wait until I try to land, right? That's how you figure out whether or not I'm the real Jingles. But anyway, back to the battle. Didn't have time to check as I was... I mean, this was recorded live. This isn't a replay or anything. But that Venom pilot was good. Now, I don't know how many, because I was busy trying to shoot down this Venom, but I don't know how many of them at this point are left on the enemy team. And more importantly, I didn't know how many were left on my team. The 3 of us up here are the only 3 who are left. However, we're all on that Venom. Except now he's managed to shoot one of them down. There we go. And now it's 2-on-1. So he's gone from 3-on-1 to 2-on-1. I'm setting up for an approach, and it's not bad. It's a decent approach, but my shooting is as terrible as ever. And I waste a lot of ammunition and don't do any damage, and he successfully manages to evade. However, I'm not going to try and turn fight with him. I'm in a jet. Plus, he's got a saber to worry about. So what I'm trying to do here is just keep the distance open, and he's never going to catch me because he was bleeding off so much speed while he was manoeuvring against the saber and the F80, I think it was, that he just shot down. So I'm going to safely be able to open the distance and hopefully set him up for an attack run from the F86 saber. That's the oh, for God's sake, return. You see, this is the problem with putting arcade maps in the realistic battle rotation. There's nothing realistic about it. These maps are just too small. Now it looks like, yeah, he stayed on me. There he goes. So, repeat the whole process. It's 2-on-1, so use your wingman. That's the theory anyway, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make this guy as easy a target as possible for the F86 Sabre who's with me. And now he's fully engaged with the Sabre. He's a good distance away. I'm free to turn around and attempt to re-engage. And I think somehow he's actually managed to get on the tail of the Sabre. So it didn't quite go according to plan, but now he's going to have to deal with me because I'm coming in towards him, which should give the Sabre time to reverse the tables on him. But oh, I didn't like the look at that approach. I managed to score a hit. Didn't take any return fire. Wasn't a critical, however, so he's still completely airworthy. And once again, if I run at the map border again, there it is. Oh, for God's sake. Gaijin, this isn't funny. Right, okay. Turn it around. Has he stopped? Yep, he stopped to deal with the Sabre. Return to battlefield. Yes, alright, I get it. Here we go. Now the Sabre's gone high. Didn't expect that. This guy's also having to deal with airfield flak, by the way. And then he takes out my tail control. So this guy's done a great job. He's gone from a 3-on-1 situation to a 2-on-1. He's neutralised me. My tail control's done in. I'm completely out of ammunition, so now I need to land. And this is where things start getting a little embarrassing. I am actually flying over our airstrip. There it is, right there. I didn't notice it. I was more concerned with the fact that me and that Sabre are the only two left on our team. And I'm crippled and out of ammunition. So, right now is when I suddenly start looking around to, you know, completely not paying attention to what... I mean, the guy was even getting shot at by airfield flak. I mean, obviously that was our airstrip, but yeah, I had other things on my mind. So, I now spend the better part of a minute and a half flying around the map, trying to find the airfield. While I'm doing that, the Sabre pilot does kill the Venom. Unfortunately, he takes him out in a head-on pass, and gets himself killed. Oh, will you stop with the return to battlefield bullshit? I'm doing it. But yes, anyway, the Sabre pilot writes himself off, taking the Venom out. Which means that I am the only one left on my team, and I have no ammunition, and I can't find the airfield, and I'm crippled, and there's still a fresh enemy aircraft who has just returned, rearmed, and repaired, and is taken off, and is coming after me on the enemy team. And I still haven't found the airfield. Well, I do eventually find the airfield, and I don't like it very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you War Thunder realistic air battles on arcade maps where some bright spark thinks it's a good idea to put a landing strip in the middle of a fucking box canyon with sheer cliffs on all four sides. And I'm in a jet. You couldn't make this shit up. It could be worse though. I could have been in a B-29. Can you imagine trying to put a B-29 down on that? Oh, God, go home, War Thunder, you're drunk. Well, I'll give it a go. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Yep, I just had to go and open my big mouth, didn't I? Only three things in life are certain: death, taxes, and Jingles always screws up his landings. I'll tell you what though, if I managed to come top on the team in that game, I don't think there was much chance of the team ever winning, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know. What have they done with realistic battles in War Thunder? I just... It's not what it used to be, is it? Well, anyway, if you thought I'd been having some comical misfortunes in War Thunder today, you ain't seen nothing yet. This is RZ2000, and he'd been having a fantastic battle in War Thunder Arcade Ground Forces, right up until this point. I'm not going to spoil it, I'll just leave it here, see what you think. I don't really think I need to say anything further at this point. Oh, go home, War Thunder. You're drunk. As always, folks, take care, and I'll catch you next time.